Yes, good afternoon or good evening day where we always come and see what the children make and share with us in line with trying to solve community challenges at an early age. So we are going to be, all the people who are going to be presenting here today are people who made it to the finals of October's Young Innovator of the Month. And that means that all of you who are going to be presenting are winners automatically. And we all believe that your innovations are going to be so impactful to the community. Now, we have only 1 hour or maybe 1.5 hours for this. So I'm going to be a little bit fast. And I will begin by congratulating all of you for qualifying for your speech. Unlike this month, we have made a difference, and we are going to be having 2 winners this time round, unlike the previous month. So we are going to have finalists under the category of outstanding innovator and under the category of scratch coding heroes, because we believe all of your innovations. We understand that some of your innovations, most of you are engaged in some advanced programs, some of you are in the starting program, so we don't want you to compete together. Now, this is the program for today. We are, it's 17:05, so meaning we shall be having arrival and opening prayer. So I pray that God blesses this day and enables us to have a successful event, and also enables our judges to select the rightful winners, and also our presenters to present with ease without network interferences, and also we pray for them to have confidence. Amen. Now, we shall be now moving on to, before we go to the first presenter, who is Kesiana. So I'll just go through a little bit of what we shall be looking out for. And the following people, the first 5 presenters will be Kesiana. I think this is the first category. If you're in the first category, you'll be presenting first, Kesiana, then Jasmine, then Mpaji Trinity Mark, then Wesonga Caroline, and Eliona Muhimsa. So we shall have a total of a maximum of 8 minutes to present your work, and we shall be allowing for PowerPoint presentation, demonstrating your project, and maybe answering questions from the judges. And then this is the evaluation system. We shall be looking at the importance of your innovation or idea to people. We shall be considering the evidence that people are actually enjoying using your innovation. Then the problem is clearly, you understand the problem that you are trying to address. Then sorry. The other thing we shall be considering is confidence while presenting, and then PowerPoint presentation skills. Then team, you have a team. We don't really encourage people to work alone while addressing community challenges. So you will be telling us whoever has contributed to your innovation. Then we shall have you clearly define your roadmap, your accomplishments, and then your future plans. So that's it for today. And now, if we have the first presenter ready, Kesiana, just raise up your hand. Use the raise hand feature on your Zoom, and then I will allow you to unmute. So if Kesiana, if Kesiana is not yet available, then we shall, Jasmine should be preparing to come next. But before we come to those, I want to give, to welcome our judges. We shall be having Gates, and we shall be having Caroline, then Banda, Marvin, Mugume, who are all very successful innovators out there. So if I give you maybe a second, our judges, please just say hi, and then we shall proceed with the event. So maybe we shall begin with Gates to just say hi, just unmute and say hi. Then we shall move on to Carol and then Marvin. I don't know whether all of you have joined yet.
Oh, so hello to you all. Good evening. Oh, I'm so glad to be with you all here. My name is Steven Arjuna. That times I use Gates. So I wish you all a very good presentation. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being around. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Gates. So we shall have Carol. Carol, if you can unmute.
Hello, everyone. This is Caroline Chesang, and I'm part of Kawale Tech Uganda. I'm so excited to be part of you and excited to hear from our contestants. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Caroline. Now we have, I think Marvin is still having network challenges. He has dropped again, but he will be with us. Marvin is also an innovator, and at the end, we shall share with you maybe a little bit about his profile. And so for those of you who are into robotics, you are going to be meeting him in December. So let's have the first presenter. Do we have Kesiana or Jasmine available yet? Raise up your hand, please. So, moment. Now, Jasmine, please, you can share your screen and kickstart your presentation.
Save energy. Let's save electricity. And let's get started. Every night I've heard my mom call me and my siblings to turn off the lights when we leave a room. And we often forget to do that simple task. I think you too forget. Well, what if you had an application that could turn on and off the lights for you? And this is what I would like to address. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jasmine Nampo. I study from Christian Light School. I am 8 and I am in grade 4. The problem. Uganda electricity chain has been connected to 60% of city houses and 18% of rural houses. But there is so much wastage of electricity in houses. This wastage is what we would like to address. I have created an app that will automatically turn off and on the lights, and we have named it the My Saver. How it works. When an object or body is in motion in darkness, the app will turn on the light. During the day, it will detect the natural light, and will not program. And if somebody has forgot to manually turn off the lights, the app will have to this app will program after 2 minutes. After the solution to the problem. The idea is to work with women to incorporate this system into the already existing Yaka. And we will partner with women, and people will be able to subscribe to our application. Testing the idea. We have not yet tested this idea since it was in the development stage, and we'll need a bit of more skills to finish this application. My inspiration. My dad, Mr. Semple Timothy, my mom, Miss Eve Semple, and my sister, Janine Nachine, and those are my teammates too. My future plan. Would like this application to be in every household so that people can save electricity and in the end save their money. Thank you all for listening. Anyone have a question? So Avery is going to approach to her house, and then the lights will automatically turn on, and then when she gets out, the lights will turn off.
We need to save electricity everywhere we go. Do you want a My Saver? Then write your name and your meter number if you have clicked subscribe.
So you will have to click subscribe, and then you will have to put in your name and meter number so that the My Saver will come to your door, and you put.
Thank you for subscribing. Now you are ready to save electricity.
Thank you for listening.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Jasmine, for the wonderful innovation and also for the wonderful demo that you have showed. So if you have any question for Jasmine, please feel free to unmute from the judges, then you ask your question. And then if you are, you can also leave the question in the chat.
Oh, thank you so much, Jasmine. I like your system so much. It is really so good. I like the way you really designed it, the way it is interacting with the user. Yeah, but I've got one question for you. How does your system detect the person coming? That's number one. And second, how does the system differentiate between the normal electricity and the natural light? Because there could be another light from the neighbor, yet you want your light of the house to light. Thank you very much. I'm Steven.
So this is how it will. Can you please repeat the first question?
Oh, yes. My question was, how does your system detect, what does this system use to detect that somebody is passing around or somebody has come? What do you intend to use as a detector?
It senses motion, and then
Oh.
it will turn.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. It senses motion. Now, assuming an animal passes by, assuming it is a dog, assuming it is maybe a rabbit that passes by, will the light with the light power on or no, I don't know. Since it senses motion, a dog could pass by from somewhere else and then maybe the light could go on. So how do you deal with that?
It will take 2 minutes and it will turn off or on.
Okay.
Awesome. So maybe to just supplement, what I would advise you to use is, you see, we have two kinds of motion sensors, but the one which is specific, which detects human bodies is what we call the infrared sensor. But then the ultrasonic sensor that senses just objects. So in your specifications, when you want to build the project, you will be using infrared sensors, which are also in the Creative Child toolkits. Okay, do we have any last comments for Jasmine before we move on to the next presenter?
Thank you so much.
How will you work with umeme?
You're asking, please be audible. Okay, the rest of the questions or comments can come.
I'm asking a question of how will she work with umeme?
This is how we would work with Umeme. We'll partner and we'll partner with Umeme, and then if they allow us to work with them, with Zayaka, people will be able to subscribe to this application, and their lights will automatically turn on and off.
My question is, how are you going to get to umeme? And like, say, I'm asking, how are you going to go to umeme? Let's say to ask them, where will you get them?
We're going to ask Umeme if we could partner with them.
Okay, thank you very much for the questions, and thank you, Jasmine, for the response. So we now move on to if you have more comments, please keep them in the chat, but we're now going to move on to Kesiana. If Kesiana, you're available, please raise up your hand. Or if you're not available, we can have Paji Trinity Mark raising up their hand. So Jasmine, you can now lower your hand. Do we have Paji Trinity Mark? And also Wesonga Caroline, whoever is ready among the first five, Kesiana, Paji Trinity Mark. Now we have Caroline Wesonga, and then Eliona. Please raise up your hand. If we finish, if we move on to the other category, then it may be hard for us to get back to you. So it's your time to present. If you are in the first category, please raise up your hand. Kesiana, Mpaji Trinity Mark, Wesonga Caroline, Eliona Muhimbisa. Okay, Mpaji Trinity Mark, you can kickstart your presentation.
Teacher Solomon, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ambadi Bintimak. I study at St. Henry's College, Togo. I am in senior 2 and I am 15 years old. The problem, the agriculture sector employs about 70% of the working population, contributes a quarter of the entire GDP collected the entire year. Such a contribution, and it is also known as the backbone of Uganda, but in such a contribution, it is faced by problems such as price fluctuation, drought, poor quality of crops harvested, and loss of market for crops produced. Solution, I've created an application called farming, which will help farmers minimize losses and improve on the quality of their produce. How it works. First one creates an account for either a farmer or buyer. E-farming provides a platform for farmers to market their produce. E-farming advises farmers on the best crops to grow depending on the region they are in the country. E-farming also provides farmers with also advises farmers on better farming methods. My mentor is Teacher Solomon. My facilitators are my father and mother. Accomplishments. The application can notify farmers of buyers. It gives farmers advice on better farming methods. It also advises farmers on crops which grow best in their region, future plans. I want a translator so that all farmers in Uganda who don't know English can use it. I want the application to collect information, assess it, and inform farmers of the best planting time to avoid overproduction, which could lead to losses. Thank you for listening to me. Can you see my project demo?
Yes, please.
So this is the application e-farming. First one creates an account. So now I'll create an account. One creates an account for either a farmer or a buyer. So I'll choose to create an account for a buyer. It will ask me to create a username. After, it will ask for my age, then my email, then my mobile number, the district where I live, sub-county, village, the crops which I grow. Then it will ask me to create a PIN. Then it will ask me to confirm that PIN.
Successfully registered. Now log in.
After registering, I will log in. You ask for my username, my email, and then the PIN.
Welcome, have a nice time.
So when one joins the application as a farmer, it will take you to the guidance section. The guidance section is where if a farmer is working on a project, their project is added to the guidance section so that other farmers can come and comment on their project and also advise where necessary. As I told you that this application helps farmers market their crops. As you can see here, I already have projects of my own. So when it's time for harvesting your crops, you add your project to the market so that buyers can access. So I'll add my project to the market. As you can see, I was growing spinach and it has been added to the market section. This is where buyers will be able to see my crops. So now I'm going to sign out and log in as a buyer to show you how it works. If you notice, my username has changed. And now when one logs in as a buyer, it will take you to the market section where you buy. If you want to buy anything, you just click on it. For example, if I want to buy jackfruit, just click on jackfruit. Then it will display, it will show me the name of the farmer, the price of the jackfruit, and the quantity they have. If I want to buy, I click on buy. Then it will ask for the quantity I want. Then it will tell me to enter the amount. Then it will tell me to enter my PIN to confirm. Then after that, it will show me, as you can see here, it will show me a message that I've bought. Oops. So after buying crops using this application, for example, if I live in Kampala and what I've purchased is in Kabale, there is no need for me to go to Kabale. This application provides transport solutions to buyers. So you go to the transport section and you see a list of transporters and the routes they take. So as I've told you, if I live in Kampala and what I've purchased is in Kabale, I just look for one who uses that route Kampala to Kabale. And as you can see here, there is this one. He has that route Kabale to Kampala. So if I want him to transport for me what I've bought, I just click on him. Then it will tell me to enter the route. After entering the route, it will tell me to enter the amount of money. Then it will tell me to enter my PIN to confirm. So after I've hired someone to transport for me what I've purchased, there is the system for the safety of what you have purchased. The system will generate two QR codes. You go to the store section to see those two codes. The first QR code is for the farmer. The second one is the buyer QR code. I will sign out and log in as a farmer to show you how the security feature works. Now I've logged in as a farmer. So when the person you hired transport for you what you purchased approaches the farmer will use their phone to scan the QR code to confirm if this is the correct person. So you'll click the camera icon to scan the QR code. As you can see, it's scanning the QR code. As you can see here, it will bring the name of the person who is transporting, then also the name of the buyer, what you purchased. And the system will verify if this is the correct QR code, as you can see here. Then you click confirm to confirm that this person approached you and he has taken what you purchased. What the buyer purchased. So now I'm going to sign out, log in as a farmer to show you. So now I've logged in again as a buyer. So as you can see, when the person I hired to transport for me what I purchased with the farmer, the system was able to verify that the farmer QR code was correct. So it also creates another QR code, as I told you, the buyer QR code. This is to ensure that you receive what you purchased. So when also this person approaches you, the buyer, you click the camera icon to scan the QR code. Then it will show you that it's correct and be confirmed to show that you receive what you purchased. Then another security feature is the ability to track this person. You come here to this icon of the map. Then as you can see, it will show you the route this person is going to take. Then it will show you their location. As you can see here, it will show you their location, the speed they are traveling at, and the time they should reach you. So that's how the application works. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you very much, Trinity, for the wonderful innovation and also the perfect presentation and also the demo. So if you have any question or comment for Trinity, please, our judges, unmute yourself and just leave your comment or question. Or some of you can also leave in the chat.
Oh, thank you so much for the presentation. It has been so good. Now, I've really seen your strength. Your strength is in the application development. Yeah, the application has been so good. I love the workflow. However, the system is good, but I've seen some little loopholes that you need to fix. One of them is the labels or the naming. For example, where they say enter password, yeah? The word enter password is very much far away from where the input box is. So someone cannot easily see that maybe enter password, maybe enter your district. So ensure that that label is close to the input box. Yeah, just the way on the phone, maybe when it asks for enter password for mobile money, they're always close to each other, you get. So work on the labels and the naming for the products. Yeah, because you find the product is there. Yeah, so try to fix that.
Okay,
Otherwise, your application is good.
okay, thank you.
Wait, and another thing is the QR code. Your QR codes were not labeled. One for the farmer and the one for the buyer. They were just there. You as the innovator, you understand them, but you need to put for us there the namings that this one is for the farmer and this for the buyer. Because I may click on the one for the farmer, yet I'm the buyer, and I think the system has an issue. Yet
No,
I'm the one who has made the mistake.
sir.
Yes.
Like QR codes, you don't click them. They are just there to generate them so that to ensure the safety of what you purchase. The farmer QR code is made so that when this person approaches the farmer, you don't need to click the QR code. The system will scan and verify that this is the correct code it generated, and it should also bring a message to you to notify you that this person has approached the farmer and he has received what he purchased. That's what the QR codes do. You don't need to click them. Just as security feature, so that when this person approaches farmer, the system can verify that this person has picked up what you purchased, and also to ensure that you receive what you purchased, it also generates another QR code which must confirm if the system is algorithmically generated, you must also confirm that you receive what you purchased. Have you understood, sir?
Okay, that is okay. I've understood. Okay, however, my issue was on the identification. No, there were 2 QR codes, so we couldn't know which is for the farmer, which was for the buyer. Me as the user, but for you, the developer, you know better. So you just need to label them. So this QR code is for this farmer, and this is for the buyer. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, our judge, and thank you very much, Trinity, for the responses. So now, because of time, I think the other judges, if you have, or maybe the audience, if you have more questions or comments, just leave them in the chat. We are now going to move on to our next presenter, who is going to be Wesonga Caroline. If you are available, please raise up your hand, and then I will enable you to. So Trinity, you can now lower your hand. Yes, Caroline, you can please share your screen and kickstart your presentation whenever you're ready.
Teacher, I wanted to ask, can someone send a link to e-farming?
Christian, leave your questions in the chat.
Are you all seeing my screen?
Yes, please.
Good evening, judges, teachers, and my fellow competitors. My name is Kakai Caroline Wesonga. I school at Budo Secondary School. I'm in Form 5, and I'm 18 years of age. Our project is about saving the world. This project will help us conserve the nature, not only in our country, but also worldwide. And I would like to define environmental conservation. This is a practice of us humans saving the environment from loss of species and destruction of the ecosystem. There are very many problems that we are facing today in our environment, such as poaching, which is leading to the extinction of some animals, such as elephants that are being poached frequently for ivory. There is deforestation, which is leading to desertification in some parts of the country. And there is bush burning, which is leaving the soil bare, making it infertile. Favorable ways of conserving our nature is by reducing, reusing, and recycling. Like as we see in the pictures aside, a bottle was recycled and a small bag was made out of the bottle. There is volunteering for community cleanups. We can volunteer for community cleanups, as we children are now seated home and very many have nothing to do. So we can gather ourselves as friends or families and set up a small community cleanup that will grow into something big the more we keep on doing it. Planting a minimum of 10 trees a year, which I would say at least let each of us plant at least 1 tree every month of a different species. We should avoid letting chemicals into waterways, just as industries do. industries, when they lack where to put their used materials, they go on and release them into the water or water bodies, which leads to death of the fish or the marine animals in water. My future plan, I have a plan of starting up an organization that will volunteer in community cleanups, which we already did at Buddha Secondary School in my senior 3. We started up as community cleanup group, and we go for community cleanups at least every month at school. I have plans of making a movable can that detects decomposable and non-decomposable matter. It has 2 sectors where the decomposable matter will be placed and the non-decomposable matter will be placed. As inspired by Mr. Beast, a famous YouTuber who cleaned the dirtiest beach in the world and planted over 20 million trees. It will be a pleasure to have you all participate in this project so as we can keep our environment green. My mentors are Professor Songa Ronald, my father, Mrs. Dr. Songa Annette, my mother, and my teacher, Teacher Solomon. My teammates are my siblings, Wesonga Karin, Wesonga Charlotte, Wesonga Aaron, and Wesonga Christabel. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much, Caroline. Do you want to share your demo or you're done with your presentation?
No, I'm going to share my demo.
All right.
And this is my demo. Hope you all enjoy listening to it.
Hi, Avery. Hello, Dee. How are you? I am good, Avery. How are you? I am all right, Dee. Thank you. That's great. I have plans of starting up a voluntary cleanup organization. That's really a brilliant idea. Would you mind being my teammate? No, not at all, Avery. Thank you, Dee. So, I think we should tell other friends about it. What do you think? That would be good. So I think we should go talk to them in the afternoon. Okay then, Avery. See you then in the afternoon. Okay, Dee. See you then. Bye.
That's the end of my demo. Thank you all of you for being a good audience.
Thank you very much, Caroline, for the wonderful innovation and also the way you approach to solving a very huge community challenge. And if you have any question for Caroline, please raise up your hand. And from our judges, you can just unmute yourself and then ask or give a comment. We shall just allow for one, and then others can leave them in the chat. Okay, if we don't have any comment, then we shall move on to the next presenter, but you can feel free to raise to leave your comments or questions in the chat. So next on deck, we shall be having Eliona Mohimbisa. Please share your screen and kickstart your presentation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the e-learning app for kindergarten kids. My name is Eliana Muhimbisa. I go to Atocho Christian International School. I am in grade 2 and I'm 6 years old. There are over 7,212 kindergarten schools in Uganda. The problem, many young children between 3 to 6 years haven't gone to school during lockdown. There is a challenge of children forgetting what they had been taught in school. The innovation. This app is to help the young children between 3 to 6 years to remember the simple things which they had learned. The solution. This app will enable children to study while at home, learn the ABCs, which are the foundation of the English language, to have good quality education. Future plans. To make this app available all around my village and in Uganda. My mentors are Teacher Solomon, my parents, my aunt, my sister, and brother. Thank you.
The ABC lesson. We are going to start the lesson of ABC, which is both audio and visual, of letters from A to Z.
Thank you, Miss Savvy. I am so excited.
A is for apple. B is for balloons. C is for car. D is for dog. E is for eggs. F is for fish. G is for goat. H is for house. I is for ice cream. J is for jug. K is for kettle. L is for lamp. M is for mango. N is for nurse. O is for orange. P is for pencil. Q is for queen. R is for radio. S is for stool. T is for tree. U is for umbrella. V is for violin. W is for watch. X is for xylophone. Y is for yogurt. Z is for zebra. This is the alphabet chart from A to Z. This is the number chart from 1 to 100. This is the days of the week chart from Monday, Sunday. This is the months of the year chart from January to December. Well done, Johnny. You have done a great job. Now let us sing and dance.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
You can play a game to rest.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant, brilliant. What an innovation. Thank you very much, Eliona, for such creative skills at your tender age. I'm so surprised that someone at 6 years can come up with such a wonderful innovation. So now if you have a question or comment for our innovator, please, our judges, just feel free to unmute and ask, and then others can leave their comments in the chat. Then the following people should be preparing to come next. We shall be having Ronel Nimronj, if you're available, you'll be raising up your hand. If we don't have Ronel, then we shall move on to Mpaji Trami Ann.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ronel Nimrunji. I'm in grade 6. I'm 10 years old and I go to Watoto Christian International School. The problem is some schools do not have websites. In Uganda, there are more than 50,000 schools and less than a third that have websites. Using online platforms like websites, children can continue learning. This is a WCIS website. The public can go to the website to get information about the school. How it works. It requires a person to sign in using their account. Students, teachers, and parents can then access school information. The solution, school websites. It connects students and parents to the teachers and the school to the public. Who tested? My sister Kayla, and she said that it is user-friendly. My mother tested the parents' page and she said she was excited to see her children's progress. My mentors, my mother, she signed me up for web design. When I got stuck, she gave me videos and tutorials and I learned new things. Mr. Richard, he's my teacher at school and he gave me ways on how to improve my teacher's page. Teacher Solomon, he taught me from the Explorer stage. I have 10 projects now in Scratch, and he's also taught me web design from the Ignite stage. The MIS judges, they gave me feedback on how to improve on my website by making a teacher's page, but not only did I do that, I also made a parent's page. My future plans to make this website better, for example, adding games, learning educative games to help learning fun, and then also a place where teachers can put videos and tutorials to help students learn. Thank you very much for listening and for your time. So this is the homepage of the website. It has a video about the WCIS school. Right now I can type my first name. Sorry. My last name. So when I click submit, it takes me to the students page. Here there's a timetable for grade 6. Here is a message from my class teacher. Here I can upload an assignment. I can just upload just an assignment, just anything here. I can click submit and then it submits it. Then here is an after school activity. That's just a basketball project from scratch. And I can go to parents, that's here. It says, welcome dear parent. It tells how your student is doing in the average test scores, school announcement, third term ending. And then here, parent teacher conferencing, you can book appointment. Then it will take you to the Google Calendar where you can book an appointment to meet the teacher. then here in the teacher's page, it shows the students, it shows the assignments for marking, it shows online classes and the table for online classes. When you click go live, it actually can take you to Zoom. It can also take you to Google Meet and Microsoft Teams. So this is the page loading up for Zoom, and then you can just go back, and thank you for listening. That's the end of my presentation.
Thank you very much, Ronel, for the wonderful innovation and also the excellent presentation skills and the good demo. So if you have any question or comment for Ronel, please feel free to ask or maybe leave the question or comment in the chat. As we are getting the questions, the next presenter, Christian, should be getting ready.
Oh, thank you so much, Ronel. I love your system. Thank you so much for the website. However, I've got one question. Do you have a database? And so how do you store your data? How do you store the information? For example, the assignments, the names, etc. Tell me about that.
I don't yet have a database.
So how,
just try it.
Oh, so how do you intend to store your data or information?
That might be one of my future plans to learn and find out.
Okay, thank you so much. Great.
Welcome. Thank you too.
Okay, thank you very much, our judge, and also Ronel. We can also have more comments in the chat and also questions. So you can be responding to the questions or comments in the chat, Ronel. At this moment, we shall be moving on to Christian. If you're available, please share your screen and kickstart your presentation. So if Christian is not available yet, we shall be if Christian or Karen Muganga, one of you can share your screen.
Teacher, I'm here.
Yes, share your screen.
Okay. I'm sharing. Solid-state batteries to address vehicle pollution of the environment. My name is Christian Businje. I'm 9 years old. I'm in Daffodils Primary School and I'm in Primary 4. Teacher, can you, yeah?
Yes, we can hear you.
Solid-state batteries to address vehicle pollution of the environment. My name is Christian Businje. I'm 9 years old. I'm in Daffodils Primary School and I'm in Primary 4. Teacher, I want to say that my slideshow is not loading. Stop share. Problem. Vehicle Planets contain greenhouse gases that cause climate change. Climate change has had negative effects on man, including rising temperatures, long dry seasons, abnormal rainfall, floods, etc. Solution. My idea is to use solid-state batteries. Solid-state batteries instead of lithium-ion batteries. Instead of cars that run on fossil fuels, I encourage the use of electric cars with solid-state batteries. How the idea works. Solid-state batteries work by passing of positively charged ions from the anode to the electrolyte to the cathode. Lithium-ion batteries are heavy, have short charge cycles, are flammable, charge longer, and have smaller energy density compared to my battery. They use solid electrons, while lithium-ion batteries use liquid electrons. My solution. I have not yet developed a battery itself, but I intend to develop a prototype near the future. Teammates, my father helped in perfecting my presentation. My mother also helped in perfecting the presentation. Me and my brother helped in research, and we hope to build a battery in future. My sister was giving me support, and teacher Solomon taught me how to do all this. Accomplishments / future plans. Getting into the Ignite stage of coding class. My future plans, I want to develop a prototype of a solid-state battery, test it in a motor vehicles if selection valuable goal for mass production. Thank you. Teacher, can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Don't screen share my Scratch project now.
Let's go ahead.
Pollution is the introduction of contaminants into the natural environment that cause adverse change. There are many causes of pollution, but the main cause of pollution is the emission of harmful gases from fossil fuel vehicles. As a solution to this environmental problem, we encourage the production of electric cars which run on solid-state battery power. Those batteries should have longer charge cycles, larger energy densities, should be lighter and charge faster.
That's my presentation, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Christian, for the wonderful innovation and also the excellent presentation. So if you have a question or comment for Christian, please feel free to unmute and ask, or just type in the chat. Now, so if we don't have a question or comment for Christian, we are now going to move on to the last part of this. Just to confirm if I have missed, sorry. Oh, sorry. We are now going to move on to Paji Twami Ann. Please, if you're available, raise up your hand and kickstart your presentation.
Solomon, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can now see your screen as well.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paji Twami Ann. I study at MSc Junior School. I am in primary 4 and I am 9 years old. The problem is COVID-19. Schools were closed. This meant due to COVID-19.
Twami, your voice is, you're not audible. You try to increase your voice. We are hardly hearing you.
Okay. The problem due to COVID-19, schools were closed, the problem due to COVID-19, schools were closed. Children did not have access to, didn't have a way to study. This led to children getting involved in dancing crews, like going to bars. Children getting involved in drugs like smoking, which is bad for them and to them to losing their lives. Children watching bad things on TV through the day is very bad for their brain. The solution: we have created an e-learning app called Sharp, which will help users get after this look. How it works: first one registers by creating an account. Sharp will provide the user with study materials in form of notes, exercises, and audio. Our customers are the schools, institutions, individual learners, and all learners. Benefits to our customers when this application goes to market. To make life easier, how? To learners who are sick or have little money for transport to go to school, will have to use it for mobile data and study well at home. To schools with little facilities. Schools with little facilities only have to tell their children to come to school to do only do their exam. Last but not least, to help in reducing the spread of COVID. To teachers will only have to tell their students to be covered and only have to come to school once in a while to explain to them where they have doubts. This means teachers will have enough time, will have more time to do other businesses and earn more money. Have we tested it? Yes. These are different learners trying out in our application. How are we going to make money out of this project? We want this We want this application to be accessible free of charge to all learners so that it's affordable to even poor learners. This means all learners, schools or institutions and parents would start to use it. When a number of learners using this application raises, business people would like to advertise through this app by paying. My mentor is facilitating my teammates and my brothers, Baji Judith and Baji Trevor Mark, who helped in coding the project. Accomplishments. So far, Shark has notes for some classes and exercises for users to try out. Future plans. I want to explore more on this project so that it covers all learning levels with study materials based on the current curriculum. I also want to learn more programming skills to make it accessible to the disabled, blind, and deaf by adding a speech-to-text program and a sign language interpreter. We have created a website with a timetable for learners who want to access our application. We ask for support to make education accessible to millions of children during and after this lockdown. Thank you. That's a link to our this is our website. Here is the timetable I was talking about. You can use it or else you can make your own timetable. Then this is the project. You can access it in the website. This is the project.
Study during and after this lockdown. Don't forget to revise. Try our activity to test yourself. Share this application with a friend.
Now, when you access the website, you are going to use the application. You start by creating an account and you click on the sign up button. Then it will ask for your name. To ask you to now ask you to confirm your pin. After it has just asked for the pin. So now if it asks for you to confirm your pin, you just go to the
Now log in.
then it will ask you to log in. Then after you have logged in, it will bring for you.
Try again.
Then after you have logged in, it will show you levels of education like primary and secondary. So you click on the level of education you want, like primary. So it will show you classes from primary 1 to primary 7. Then you click the class you're in. For example, like primary 4, it will show you subjects and you click on the subject you want. For example, like English. Then here it will bring for you this. Now down here there are 3 buttons: the notes button, audience button, and the activities button. The notes button brings for you notes, the audience button brings for you audios, and the activities button brings for you exercises. Start with the notes button. If you click on the notes button, it will bring for you notes, then you click on the topic you want. Now here it has for you notes, and if you want to move to another page, you just click on the arrows showing you the direction you want to go. Then if you want to just click on this X button and you exit. Now I'm going to show you the audio. When you click on the audience button, it will also bring for you topics. Then you click on the topic you want.
Adjectives.
Then it will start explaining.
An adjective is a word that is used to describe a noun or a pronoun.
You have
Example of adjectives which describe people include kind, bad, good, polite, short, smart. Examples of adjectives which describe objects include long, smooth, hard, rough, heavy, soft, narrow, wide.
after has finished explaining to you according to the topic you had just chose. Now I'm going to show you about if you don't want to like waste your time, just go back to the note button, click on the first then you go to the last page, and here there is the exercise button. Just click.
Write the adjective from the sentences below. The farmer has a fat goat. Peter has a big house. Angelina is a beautiful girl. Tom is a dishonest man.
And without you, I fall apart. You're the one that
She told us an interesting story.
Lord, I need.
It is a good and cheap car.
Oh, I need.
We bought a new radio.
Every hour
She peels with a sharp knife.
my one defense.
The boy has a ripe banana.
Righteousness, oh God, how I need.
The car has a large engine.
Where sin runs deep, your grace is more. Where grace is.
Show you the marks you have got, but there is also one thing that after you have started the exercises, you don't need to exit them because if you exit them, you have thank you for listening. That was my
Thank you very much, Anne, for the wonderful innovation and also the timely implementation. So if you have a question or comment for Anne, feel free to unmute and please ask, or you can leave in the chat.
Oh, thank you very much, Trami Ann. I like the way your system is. I love the various variables in it. Yeah, very good projects. However, you had very many slides, of which others you'd have compressed them into others, but that is still okay. Anyway, Anne, let me ask you, why did you decide to call your project Shark? Why Shark? Why not Rabbit? Why not Hen?
I chose the name Shark. This is an animal. It is a shark which lives in the ocean. It is a big and wide animal, very beautiful. When it said, so now when I relate it to my e-learning app, education is wide and good. That's why I chose that name in all the names.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Anne. Thank you. Good time.
Thank you. Thank you very much, our judge, and thank you very much, Anne. And now, if you have more comments or questions, so Anne, please leave them in the chat. Now, just a confirmation, if we have Kesiana Jeshobin, or Muganga Karen, please let me know. Otherwise, if we don't, then we are going to move on to the voting time, which will take us 4 minutes. Yeah, right now we are going to give our audience the ability to select the best innovator. And then afterwards, we shall announce, our judges will go to a breakout session to compile their results, and then we announce the winners today. So as I plan to share the link for voting here, I'm also going to create a breakout room for the judges who are going to take 5 minutes to come up with the 2 winners for both categories. Just give me 1 minute. I just do this. So judges, when I tell you to go to your rooms, please feel free to go. I'm still signing. And then, okay, now let me start the voting. And then as we are voting, I will request our judges to also head to their breakout sessions and be doing their assessment. So you just click on that link and select your vote one person from the category of who is the outstanding innovator of the month, then one person from who is your scratch coding hero of the month, and then you submit. So judges, please, you are not supposed to vote. So let's just go to the breakout session, to the breakout room, and take our 5 minutes to decide the winner.
Teacher, for people who have just joined, will the voting still be there?
I'm not sure, but I think so. Okay, now at this moment, I think even the judges are winding up, and the voting should end in 10 seconds. And then we wait for announcement of results right now. So now let's close voting. So I really thank you very much, all our participants, for joining us in selecting our outstanding innovator for the last month. And as we mentioned, that the voting will contribute 10%, and then the judges contribute 90%. So let's just give us 3 to 5 minutes, and then we shall be back to announce the winners for each category. So before we announce as the overall results, let's just share the results from the votes, and we see who is going to take the 10 marks. The winner from the polls takes 10 marks, second person takes 5 marks, and the third person takes 1 mark for all the categories. Now, 89 people voted, and we have the winner from the first category, who is Ronel Nimurunch with 39%. Congratulations, Ronel. And the second person is Mpaji Trami Ann with Shak. Congratulations, Trami. And then in the third position, we have Christian with 29%. Congratulations, all of you are winners. Then in the category for who is your Scratch Coding Hero of the Month, we have the winner is Eliona Mohimbisa with 45%. In the second position, we have Mpaji Trinity Mark with e-learning app, 37%. Then in the third position, we have Wesonga Caroline with 15%. Now give us 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, and let's come back with the overall results. Let's do the mathematics and we shall be back. So within, we can be Okay, now we are closing in, and we're just left with just 1 minute. Okay, thank you very much for waiting until this moment. Sorry for the delay. The decisions we were hard to come up with because all the innovators were outstanding. So at this moment, without wasting time, I want to invite Gates, who is our head of judges today, to announce, to take us through the winners. So please, Gates, if you're still with us, if you've joined us now, please unmute and let us celebrate our winners.
Okay,
Hello?
thank you so much. Thank you. Hello. Thank you all for being around up to this great time. We appreciate for your time. Could you kindly please mute up those people? Are we all together?
Give me a moment. Just give me a moment. Okay, please go ahead.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much all for being around. I do appreciate for all of you for being available up to this great time. I'm very happy for the innovators, the presenters for this great time. So allow me to present you the following details. In the category 1, we do have Trami Ann as number 1. That's Trami Ann, the category 1. Yes, in the category 2, Trinity Mark. Yeah, category 2, Trinity Mark has been able to make it, followed by Eliona, the category 2. And in the category 1, we do have Ronel Nimorunji. And then in the category 2, Jasmine. Yeah, category 2, number 3, Jasmine. And in the category 1, number 3, Christian. And finally, in the category 2, number 4, Caroline. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Stephen, and we congratulate our winners today. Our first runner-up under the category Outstanding Innovator of the Month is Ronel Nemoronji, who presented us the school website. We congratulate all of you, your winners. Then Paji Trinity Mark is ours. Paji Trinity Mark is the Scratch Coding Hero of October. Congratulations, Trinity. And then from St. Henry's College, Chitovu. Team Series! Yeah! It's a big day! And then our winner, our Young Innovator of the Month of October, this is Paji Trami Ann from MST Junior School. So congratulations, and I congratulate all the finalists today and all the people who have been supporting them, and I encourage you to keep on improving your innovations. We are having another competition at Makerere University in December, so it's just 2 weeks ahead, or 3, that we shall invite you to the university to present to potential investors for your innovation. So whoever will have the innovation ready by then will be lucky. So when you win, it doesn't show your innovation is the best. It just shows that you've done a little bit more work than your friends. So we encourage you to not to stop, because your friends are not going to stop. And we encourage those who are not, if you're not a winner, it doesn't mean that your innovation is not good. It just means that your innovation needs a little bit of touch up to be the best. It may be the best innovator to other judges, the best innovation to other judges. So it should not worry you. You should just now work hard to make it better. So thank you very much to our dear judges who have joined us up to this moment and enabled us, and also the audience who voted and contributed to this judgment. So at this moment, I'm going to give a chance to our winner from the scratch coding hero of the month to just unmute and give a comment. Then I'll also give the winner from the other category a chance to just give a comment within 30 seconds. Please go ahead. Let me start with, just raise up your hand. Trinity, if you're still available, please go ahead.
Hi everyone, thank you for voting my project. Thank you Teacher Solomon for teaching us Scratch, and I also thank my parents for facilitating, and I also thank other innovators for participating. Thank you all. That's all I had to say.
Congratulations. Let's now have Trami Ann. If you're available, raise up your hand. Do we have Trami Ann? Okay, if she's not yet, if she has already left, then maybe we shall pass on the message, and this information is going to be available on our newsletter. So thank you very much, and I wish you all a very good evening. Unless if you have a question, please go ahead and yes, I see. See Godfrey.
Teacher Solomon, I'm available.
Okay.
First of all, I would like to thank Teacher Solomon for teaching me computer programming languages like HTML, C++, Java, and many more others free of charge. I will thank my parents for facilitating my project. And I also thank the voters who have voted for me, and also the participants who have been there to watch, to see our projects. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anne, and congratulations. Let's now hear from our Chief Judge, Gates.
Okay, thanks all for the presentations. Innovators, thanks so much for that great work done. For sure, you have really shown us something challenging. Yeah, the Eleonas, yeah, we really thank you so much for the good presentation. Ronel, all of you all, Trinity, Mark, yeah, we really appreciate your time you've given and presented to us all. Thank you so much and be blessed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We now close this up by wishing you good luck and a nice week ahead. For those of you who are asking what next, those who, before I say, maybe I see Godfrey, your hand is up. Kwame?
Teacher, I had just forgot my hand up.
All right. So we are going to be starting the Ignite Fellowship very soon this month, and the fellows will be announced, and also the launch fellowship will also be going on. The Ignite Fellowship is going to be online, whereas the launch fellowship is going to be physical at Makerere University School of Engineering. So for those of you who will go to launch, you will be required to be, unless if you're staying far, you will be joining in remotely, but we encourage having the launch at the university. Then for the Ignite Fellowship, it's going to be a 2 weeks program, which is going to be online. Thank you very much. I wish you good luck.